Hey man, say man, it's your boy American J Man, the Streets is Dead podcast, man. This is part 2 of the G Code Isn't Real part 4. This is the second half of the story of the G Code Isn't Real part 4 when I was breaking down, and the topic was how you're not supposed to cut through your niggas. Anybody in your circle that's supposed to be off limits. And if you tuned in yesterday, I was telling y'all the part of the story where niggas really don't abide by those rules. So I'm gonna try to take off right where I left yesterday. So if you tuned in yesterday, you know the first part of the story I was talking about. I told y'all it was 4 robberies that went down that I got out of unscathed, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I lost my best friend in the end of the story. So the first robbery, if you remember, if you tuned in yesterday, the first robbery. That was when bro got bucked for the weed, and like I say, it was like 8 niggas in the truck. They jumped out, put that stick on bro. They wasn't really fucking with me, but I was finna get my shit up, and the nigga jumped out the car. He was like, "Hey bro, leave Merc alone." You know what I'm saying? Kurt be on that lock boy shit, and them niggas left me out of that shit, and they just robbed bro. And the second time, I told y'all we hit the dice game. Niggas ain't like that shit because they felt like bro was lame. You know what I'm saying? Lame nigga hit the dice game. They came back, wanted their money back, kicked the gate in. I told you, me and the nigga, yo, we bucked the jack, got up out of there. Kurt stayed, got his ass robbed the second time. Now these 2 times I'm with him and I get out the shit. All right, I'm gonna go straight into the third and fourth situation. So boom, a couple weeks go by. Like if you paid attention yesterday, remember I told you my best friend Kurt, the little nigga used to be sneaky. So like the nigga called me one morning. The nigga like, "Hey bro, I done hit a lick, man. Come meet me at my mama house." All right, cool. Caught the bus to his mama house. All right, I get to the nigga mama house, man. I walk in the nigga room. They got all kind of sticks in that bitch. Now, mind you, we ain't never owned no gun before. This our first time coming in encounter with having our own first guns or whatever. Man, this nigga had a 38, a 357, a K, and a nigga the fourth gun. I don't even want to lie. I don't remember what the fourth gun was. It was some type of rifle. The nigga ended up hitting like a military, like a retired military old white man that stayed behind him. So this nigga broke in the man's house, hit for the guns, boom. His mama found out about that shit and all, like that, like, cause they kind of knew it was him. So basically, he ended up getting kicked out of his mama house, all that shit. But mind you, so the nigga gave me the 38. So mind you, this is my best friend, and the nigga Kurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, nigga gave me my first gun, gave me a 38 long nose. He had the big boy 357. All right, boom. Like I say, he got kicked out his mama house behind hitting that lick, because his mama found out about the shit, whatever. He got kicked out. He ended up going to stay with some niggas that on his side of town, nigga named Tater. You know what I'm saying? RP that nigga Tater. We'll get into that later on in the story. So, all right, cool. So he went to go stay with Tater, went to Tater house, you know what I'm saying? Tater like, "Damn, boy, y'all boy get these guns from, woo, woo." Tater ended up buying the K and the rifle. Kurt kept the 357. I kept my 38. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, so now me and Kurt, we scrap now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. All right, boom. We go to the hood. Like I say, now we go to my hood. Now we go to the lots. We go over to the lots. You know what I'm saying? We coming through the hood. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Kurt being flashy like always. You know what I'm saying? He woo woo. Well, you know we got that showing off and shit like that. Nigga from the other side of my hood named T, he come up, "Boy, let me see that big Kurt." You know what I'm saying? Kurt being friendly as fuck. He pulled a 357 out, like showing to him, like, "Boy, that big clean." Now he let T see the gun. T check out the gun, like, "Damn, it big clean." But he said, "Let me tell you something though, bro. You don't never let a nigga hold your gun while it's loaded." So he's like, "Damn, bro, that's real." He gives Kurt the gun back. Now remember that part of the story. The nigga T give him the gun back and say, "Hey, bro, you never give a nigga your gun loaded." He tried to put the nigga up on game. All right, boom. Later on that day, we shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we always used to have big dice games and on our side, on my side of the hood, whatever. So we had some big boy dice game. Now, as time go by and I look back on this story, when I got older, I realized these niggas lined us up. So basically what happened was we all shooting dice. What niggas used to do, we always used to have like a nigga looking out when we shoot dice, because the police always used to hit our street. So basically, these niggas set us up really, but back then we not knowing we getting set up. So what happened was they troll always come up and a nigga be like, "Hey boy, they go troll," and everybody go throwing shit in the bushes, or nigga be like, "Hey boy, troll about to hit, troll around the corner," whatever the case might be. So boom, while we shooting dice, nigga come up and say, "Hey y'all boy got anything on you? You better get that shit off you, man. Troll about to hit." All right, cool. When he say that, Kurt put his gun in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? The big boy 357. He put it in the bushes. I put my 38 in the bushes. I put my shit on the bushes to the left. He put his shit in the bushes to the right. All right. Boom. I think it was like some commotion. Something happened. I think we ended up, I think Troll ended up coming for real. It was something happened, a fight, something was finna pop off, something happened that caused us to end up getting into a confrontation where everybody talking and crowded around each other. We not paying attention to the bushes. Like we kind of moved down from the bushes. Now, boom, everything calmed down. The dice game about over with. When the dice game over with, we go to the, all right, man, Troll ain't never hit, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. We go to go get the motherfucking guns out the bushes. We go to the bushes. I grab my shit. And damn, Kurt go to grab his shit. His shit ain't there. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck you mean your shit ain't there? So he like, man, bro, my motherfucking gun ain't in the bushes. So I'm like, bro, ain't no motherfucking way. So long story short, you know what happened. Them niggas lined us up. It was a lineup from the beginning. When the nigga said, hey man, Troll about to hit the street, he was in with the nigga that lined us up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all, when niggas say, hey, Troll about to hit the street, if y'all boy got something on you, better get that shit off you. That shit was a lineup from the get-go. Just to get a nigga to put that shit in the bushes, cause you know, cause we shooting dice, nigga ain't paying attention. Woo woo. So, but mind you, my gun was 2 feet away from this nigga gun in the bushes. They took his shit, left my shit. Now, I know a 357 better than a 38, but at the same time, if you gonna take one gun, you already cutthroat, and nigga, you know this is my best friend. Why not take my shit? Like I say, this is the 3rd time my best friend done got jacked for some shit or something got taken from him, and I'm in the situation, ain't nothing happened to me. And I put this on my kids. I ain't trying to make myself seem higher, glory, or whatever, better than him or nothing like that. It's just, this is how this shit going. So, all right. Now, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting in my mind like, hey, bro, we gotta show a nigga, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, this shit getting crazy, bro, like, all this shit happening in, like, a month or 2 time frame, like, all this shit happening so fast. So, all right, bro ended up getting bucked for the gun, you know what I'm saying, we didn't find out about the gun, you know what I'm saying, who took the gun and that shit till, like, years later. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say, the nigga who told him, like, hey, bro, you never let a nigga hold your gun, years later, I ended up finding out that nigga was the nigga who stole the gun out the bushes. So anyway, boom, little time go by. Like, I mind you, like I say, Kurt, everybody knowing Kurt done got the 357 took, you know what I'm saying? They don't know who they don't know who took the shit, but they know he, damn, but that nigga had the 357 for like 1 fucking day, and the nigga took his shit. So Kurt had it on his mind to try to redeem himself so bad, like, cause you know he wanted that gangster image, like he knew that everybody knew he had lost the 357, so he wanted to show a nigga he wanted to look like he could shake back off that shit, like it ain't nothing, right? So we had a block. So mind you, I remember I told you he was staying with a nigga named Tatum. Tatum had a big boy 380. Kurt living with the nigga at the time, you know what I'm saying? So we having a block party come up. So this nigga Kurt called me and said, bro, watch what I have on me when I come to the block party. All right. So when this nigga come to the block party, this nigga got another nigga gun. He took the nigga Tater gun from his house. Now mind you, the nigga Tater letting him live with him. This nigga didn't know he didn't let him borrow his gun. The nigga went to work. Kurt took the gun and came to the hood to the block party because he wanted to make it seem like y'all boys, man, that shit wasn't nothing. I lost a little 357. I shook back with this bitch here. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to make it seem like the little loss he took wasn't nothing. So again, he come to the block party. And this nigga showing everybody that motherfucker, man, yeah, boy, I don't give a fuck that 357. I got the big boy 3, showing everybody, you know what I'm saying? Same old shit, trying to be flashy, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to create an image for some shit that he really not on. So all right, showing everybody that shit. So all right, block party going on, everybody vibing, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I lose Kurt during the block party. You know what I'm saying? I see he go inside the house. One of my little dog Jay. He go inside Jay house. I ain't never really pay attention to this shit. About 10 minutes later, Kurt come out the motherfucking house looking sad as fuck. So I'm like, what the fuck? He like, hey man, Merc, check this out. He come grab me. We walk down the street. So I'm like, what's up, man? He like, man, that nigga Black just bucked me. Black just bucked you. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you mean Black just bucked you? Like, man, the nigga, now let the nigga hold a gun in the house. The nigga took my shit. Nigga told me I'm bucked. And the nigga ran out the back door. I'm like, man, you got us fucked up, man. I grabbed my 38 from under my mama's house. run down to the J house. I run straight in the house. Hey, man, Jay, I'm going in the house. Walk straight in that nigga mama house, looking for these niggas. Them niggas done hit it. Them boys up out of there. All right, it's up now. I don't give a fuck. Let them boys know when I see. So I don't go off on everybody because I'm feeling like, man, y'all boy line this shit up, man. Y'all got a nigga fucked up. Because at this point, man, I'm at the point, man, you done got robbed twice, bro. You know, let these niggas take the motherfucking 357. Now you let a nigga take a motherfucking 380. Less than, this shit all happening so motherfucking fast, bro. And like, I'm like, man, they got me fucked up now. My mind made up, man. I'm finna do something about this shit. I ain't letting that slide. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my mind, that's how at this time, you know, I'm young and dumb. So, all right, check it. So we put it, the word, everybody know what's going on. The word out, it's up. But mind you, I live in the locks. This where these niggas play at. You know what I'm saying? They be around this motherfucker. But this nigga, he live way out by with his mama like 20 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? Why the shit going on? Why the shit up? Kurt stopped coming by my house and shit like that. But you know, he know it's up. I still got my 38. You know what I'm saying? When we run into these niggas, it's supposed to be what it is. And I already, we had a talk like, hey, bro, you know, it's that time, bro. We can't let a nigga keep playing with you, bro. We got to do something, whatever. So that's the point we at, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to speed it up. 2 weeks go by. We fought around. And mind you, let me back the story up a little bit. When he bought Kurt for the gun in the house, it's a nigga named, I'm going to just put these two names out there, Black and Blue. Black and Blue is best friends. Black and Blue was together in the house. When they bought the gun, they was together. Black the one bucked it, but Blue is his best friend. So both of them ran out the back door together. Just like me and Kurt was best friends. These two niggas the same way, Black and Blue. I'm using them names. All right. So boom. So Black and Blue know if me and Kurt see them, it's supposed to be up. All right, cool. 2 weeks go by. Kurt ain't been coming around my mama's house like that. One of our little homeboys from M-Town, he go to jail, a nigga named G. All right, cool. Kurt like, man, we gonna go to G court date. All right, cool. All right, so Kurt get his daddy truck that morning because he used to know how to drive. So boom, his daddy used to let him hold the truck that morning. Kurt come pick me up, you know what I'm saying? I got my 38 on me. Then we go to M-Town. We pick up my dog Cutthroat B. So all right, boom. We sitting in front of G Money, his grandma's house. I think we was waiting on somebody to come outside. Now here's the play. The nigga Blue, the best friend to the nigga that bought the gun, he comes out the house next door from the house that we sitting in front of. Now mind you, it's early in the morning. We was getting ready to go to my dog court date. We sitting in an all black, no, it was an all white truck with black tint, but he don't know this truck. This truck ain't familiar to him, but we see him from behind the tent. We see this nigga, he come out of a little whole house from the neighborhood, little whole who we all knew. He come out this whole house, but he doesn't see us in the black truck right next door. This the nigga best friend who bucked the gun. So we sitting in the truck. I say, man, there go that nigga Blue right there, bro. So mind you, Blue come out that bitch, he yawning. Probably like, you know what I'm saying, fuck the little hoe, whatever the case might be. He talking to the little hoe on the porch, you know what I'm saying, you know, saying his little goodbyes. He doesn't see us in the truck. This is our first moment where we was supposed to commit a murder. This was our first opportunity to slide on a nigga and get the ups on nigga. I got my 38 on me. My nigga Cutthroat B in the back seat. Her grandma, she a girl, and her grandma stay around the corner, but she with that shit though. But her grandma stay around the corner, her gun around the corner. I kid you not, this how that shit went. I'm gonna be all honest about the shit. I say, listen, bro, there go that nigga Blue right there. He don't even see her. Let's get this nigga. I look in the back seat. Cutthroat B said, man, I'm with that shit. Mind you, she a female. She said, I'm with that shit, bro. It's on y'all. Me and Cutthroat B look over at Kurt. And nigga say, bro, I ain't on that shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something. In that moment, I let this shit, I ain't say nothing. I just shut the fuck. When he said I ain't on that shit, mind you, I've been riding for this nigga for years now. I've been taking up for this nigga for years, going in situations, always telling nigga be like, man, I think that nigga green. I always say, bro, if it come down to it, that nigga gonna ride. This was the first situation where he was supposed to ride, and we had the ups, and we you know what I'm saying? We could have slid on the nigga, got up out of there. Now, mind you, looking back on this shit in hindsight, well, first off, okay, let me say, at that moment, Kurt don't know what he said, I ain't on that shit. all our years of friendship went out the window. Because I'm at a stage in my life, I'm in the motherfucking jungle, bro. I'm just keep it real. At this point, we can't let niggas keep playing with us. You keep letting niggas play with you, and that shit rubbing off on me. Cause that shit niggas starting to play, you know what I'm saying, look at me crazy. And niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm with you all these times when you got robbed and shit, and I came out that shit unscathed, you supposed to be my best friend, so you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can't ride for a nigga that ain't gonna ride for himself. And that shit right there, cause if I would have seen that morning, if Kurt wasn't in the car and it would have just been me and my dog, and I would have seen Blue, I probably would have smacked his ass by myself off the strength of Kurt. But that moment right there showed me, bro. I'm like, bro, this nigga ain't built for this life. So I gotta get this nigga the fuck from around here, because he's not built for this shit that come with this street life. And that's okay. But it's just not right now. At this point in our life, this how we living. We in the middle of this shit. Like, it ain't no going back. So it's like, bro, you gotta get the fuck. He didn't know all, and mind you, this nigga, we loved each other like, we had loved each other like brothers, bro. And that shit hurt me to my heart. But I didn't even really know, but I knew something changed in that car. When he said he ain't on that shit, I'm like, I gotta get around this nigga. Because this nigga gonna get me killed. Or worse, I'm gonna kill somebody for this nigga, and he ain't really even about that. So that's how I lost my best friend. Like, at that, cause he couldn't adapt to the jungle and the trenches and all that shit dumb. When I look back on that shit, bro, when I look back on that shit, I'm glad he saved me. He probably saved us from a murder case, from catching a murder case that day. You know what I'm saying? Cause all that shit ain't none of that shit was worth it. It's all bullshit. But at the same time, back then, you know, I'm telling you, I went through a young and dumb stage, bro. So I was ready to catch that M right then. Nothing. It wasn't nothing going. If Kurt would have said go, we was gonna go that day, and that would have been it. And the crazy thing about it, this is how the shit played out. I cut Kurt off. He never knew I cut him off. I just stopped answering the phone, and when I cut him off, them boys from the Locks cut him off, and them boys from M-Town cut him off. He couldn't come around no more. That was that, and he was like, he couldn't understand. I never even gave him an explanation. He never knew why I stopped fucking with him. Because I never just gave him hey, bro, I'm done fucking with you. No, I ain't do none of that. I just stopped. I just cut the nigga completely off. It was done. And he never knew. And like, that shit hurt him to the heart, because he's like, bro, what the fuck happened? And I never even told him to this day, bro, you might have saved me in that situation. I might have saved you in that situation. I saved you at that time, because I got you from up out the jungle. Now you can go live your life and do whatever the fuck you want. But right now, I'm in the jungle. My mama live in this motherfucking jungle. I'm adapting to this motherfucking jungle. I gotta survive out this bitch. And I did for years to pass. And I did a lot of shit I wasn't proud of, you know, moving forward. But it was like, you gotta get the fuck from around here, bro. So that's what happened. I lost my best friend behind that shit. You know, because when we stayed, like I said, when we stayed in the river, it was all basketball, fucking with hoes. But once we moved to the Locks, this shit got real. From the Locks to M-Town, this shit real, bro. These niggas slinging iron, these niggas robbing, these niggas up on everything. It's like, you either eat, you know what I'm saying, or get your ass ate, kill or be killed type shit. This what's going on. And the shit you got going on is rubbing off on me. You gonna get me killed playing games. And bro, that shit don't happen like that. 4 situations and I'm around and nothing happened to me, and I'm willing to ride and you not? Come on now. So I just made that decision, and I lost my best friend that day. Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all like, subscribe, and share, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about these stories, man. Like I say, real life stories, and that's just how that shit go. And like I say, that G-Code shit is not real, man. These streets, none of that shit ain't worth it.